Welcome back to the third episode of Tales of Fire and Stone. Last time, our adventurers... Oops!
Hi! Yeah, I helped guide everyone to the new watering hole, and I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but it actually turned out pretty okay, and everyone made it, so I guess that's a good thing, right?
And StandsTall.
While we traveled to the new area, I helped carry my grandfather, Waking Bear, who is too sick to walk.
His father, SnowShines.
On reaching the water hole, we found more signs of life than we'd seen in many, many nights. Even some very large predator tracks.
And for Cuckoo...
I was very successful at my hunting and I caught a deer, so finally the tribe could have a nice meal after a while.
But for SnowShine's other child, LooksUp...
As usual, nobody took me reading the signs seriously, and we wound up in danger. What a surprise!
And slow to speak...
I took the second watch on our first night at this place that we thought was the answer, the spirit's answer to all our prayers. But as the time passed and the stars moved, I became more and more unsettled. Something was wrong. I could sense it, but I did not know what. I heard the ravens calling, and I heard other sounds. It was Waking Bear who recognized the sounds of the beast, the threat. It was hyenas.
The tribe is now all awake, sitting up, looking out into the distance to see what Waking Bear has seen and catch glimpses of eyes glowing in the darkness. The firelight provides about 15 feet of bright light immediately around it. In that space are the youngest and most infirm. Each smaller family group lays together on the ground around the campfire. And the strongest members of each family are on the outside, ready to face the potential danger. Only another 15 feet beyond the bright firelight, there is utter darkness. Only the occasional glimpse of those pairs of glowing eyes. What do you do?
Do a roll initiative?
I'm gonna go get those hyenas.
Yeah, okay, rolling initiative does make sense. So we are all going to roll initiative.
Oh, I rolled terribly.
Got a 13.
19.
So 10.
I had a 9, but don't worry, I will be able to steal someone's initiative.
Tree Trunk rolls the highest initiative.
Oh, that jet.
The pure arrogance gets him going. He holds up his stone spear, looking into the darkness, looking for something to attack. But the eyes have gone dark. He holds his spear up in the air and shouts, "Rah!" But nothing. He passes initiative to Bloody Fang. Bloody Fang looks out, holding a large club studded with stone points. But there's nothing to hit. There's nothing to attack. StandsTall.
I'm going to throw my spear in the direction I last saw some eye shine. Just hope for the best.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll.
I'm going to give you my initiative, my turn token.
There you go.
I like the alliteration. There's my turn token. Okay.
So it shall be. It is canon.
It is canon.
Coin token.
Stone tip spear. 1d8.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll your...
I'm doing this too, all
yeah,
together.
Your d20 and your damage at once.
Ha ha ha. Shnikes. I got a 8+. But I can't see my chosen target, so maybe I need disadvantage anyway. Not
for
to
the
talk
wrong
myself
reason.
into
You already rolled an
disadvantage.
8. Like, how much lower do you want to go?
Yeah, okay, so it was the 8. But again, I don't know if I'm supposed to add. I'm not used to playing somebody who hits people with weapons. I don't have anything written down for Stone Tip Spear. I guess because I didn't.
But yes,
I
it
didn't
would
know
be.
what to
It would
put.
just be your strength and
It's the same?
proficiency.
Okay, so 8 plus 5,
13.
13.
You hear your spear crunch into the ground outside the firelight.
Oh, stink.
You can pass off initiative to
I
someone
don't.
else.
Yeah. Did we see all the eyes just in one? How? Do you know how? Can you give me an idea of how many eyes we saw, and also like if they were in one direction? Like was Waking Bear pointing, or like were we?
You were. All right, so the player characters here were spread out fairly well around the firelight. Of course, you're only going to know what other people saw if it gets talked about. But we can assume that someone shouts out, they're over here. Yes, you saw them in multiple directions. It was hard to say. There was at least a pair of eyes in 2 different directions from the firelight at the same time.
Okay, so I just want to say that I want to maybe not move very far, but I'm definitely facing outward, like staying facing outward. And if there's anybody like, if I can move myself in between the outside of the circle and like a smaller, more vulnerable person, I'm doing that. Like I don't know who's behind me, but I'm just kind of like trying to position myself really good.
Okay, so you'd have woken up with your little family group with SnowShines and Little Fire, and you SnowShines and Little Fire would be the ones towards the outer
Okay,
edge.
great. So I'm just making sure that any littles back there, I'm really being in the way of them. And I'm going to pass my initiative to my dad.
All right, so something curious if I could do. Could I grab some kind of like burning brand from the fire and throw it out into the darkness?
Yeah, you all specified that you were keeping the fire burning all night.
Yeah.
And so it's got sticks in it.
Go us.
Grab like either a large or small handful of burning sticks and throw it towards where I last saw the eyes.
Oh. Okay, you create a little bit of light a little farther out on the one side. You were sitting fairly near to, you're sleeping fairly near to Waking Bear, so that would be in that direction of where he saw something.
Okay, good.
With a splash, with a small explosion of sparks, the burning wood hits the ground, and a small area is lit up outside the fire, but there's nothing in it.
Okay, I think that from this point on, I'm just going to position myself towards the outer ring of camp. Maybe move slightly closer to LooksUp here and try to remain in between her and the hyenas. And I think that'll be about it for now.
Okay. Who are you passing initiative to?
Does anyone want it strongly at this point?
I am pretty on the outer circle. I think I'm on the outer circle of the fire, so I should take some.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready to join the forces to fend off my tribe.
That's all you.
So I will throw.
You've always been a fairly bold, independent member of the tribe, always within the last several summers. Last several summers.
16, and then I'm adding my strength, right?
Strength and proficiency, probably. So what are you doing, actually?
Oh, I'm throwing my wood spear.
So you're throwing it in which direction?
I saw the eyes as well.
Okay, so you would have probably been seeing the eyes over on the other side of the fire.
Yes.
You're going to throw in that direction?
Yes.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage. You cannot see who you're attacking. 2 d20s together.
2 d20s, okay. So
take the lower.
Oh, 10. Plus 6, 16.
Again, you hear your spear hit the ground, but you see nothing.
Foxbite.
Okay. I will pass on my initiative. LooksUp, you wanna give it a shot?
Sure. Since I'm not really combat oriented, especially when I don't have time to analyze a target because I can't see them because they are hiding, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit closer to if there's like any particularly young kids. I don't want to like abandon my family, but I'm sort of, there's StandsTall, then there is my dad, and then there is me, and then there's the ones that can't defend themselves. So if they want to get to the children, they're going to have to go through my entire family and then me. So
You've got Ember between yourself and the fire there. Kind of Ember is now fully ensconced between your little group there.
Excellent. I would like to. Can I want to try and like focus outward and see if I can spot any type of movement or just a brief flash of eye shine, anything like that.
Yeah, use your action to do a perception check.
Okay. So that is going to be 14, 16.
Okay. Now I must roll for the hyenas. You spot another glowing eye just moving, just out of view. It's moved off kind of about 90 degrees from where you had seen it before, where Waking Bear had seen it.
Okay. I'm going to point to that area and just indicate to the people, one over there! And I'm also, just because I saw the fire being thrown, it's like, that's a smart idea. I would like to try and take a stick and sort of have a torch and just hold it out so that if any hyenas come too close or something, I might be able to, aha, with the fire and scare them off.
Okay, so you peek out there, you shout, I'll say as a bonus action, you can step in to the fire and grab a stick, but I think that's gonna end your turn there. Your movement is basically gonna be going,
That's
grabbing
fine.
that stick.
And I'm gonna pass it over to Oops.
Yeah. Fantastic. Well, let's see. Okay, so Oops is going to look around, notice everyone kind of running around. She is going to get real kind of nervousy and panicky for a hot second and try to run. Is there a direction that she sees that, like, isn't where people are fighting things? Almost like a clear path out, basically.
From where you are sitting, there is Cuckoo and your father, Slow to Speak, are resting near you. You're on you're innermost towards the fire. But your group, your little family group, including Cuckoo, apparently, is smaller than the rest. And yeah, there's you can like see right out there. There's not much between you and the darkness.
Fantastic. So she immediately gets up, starts to take a step towards that darkness, and then looks up, kind of shouting and getting in front of all the kids, and realizes she can't do it. She kind of has the instinct to do. So she turns around and starts like waking up everybody who might still be asleep.
Little Hop, little 5 summers old Hop, is now sitting up and just shivering and like scooted as close to the fire as they can get without burning themselves.
Yeah, she's gonna herd everybody who's like all the young kids and whoever else that she woke up. She's gonna start herding them kind of towards where LooksUp is, and then kind of take up a post next to her.
She's like a little corgi, just herding everyone around, just nipping at their ankles.
Right. Yeah. So you've got so little Hop, and Tiptoe, and Ember. They're all kind of huddled up close to the fire. They are very scared. You can hear them kind of whimpering. The poor things.
Oh, it's okay. No, don't worry. I mean, I know it's kind of scary right now, but I mean, look at all the great people from our tribe who are fighting, and it's gonna be fine. You can trust them. Like they're gonna do a really good job.
Okay.
And then she'll just take up a defensive position and toss over her turn to. She'll pass her turn over to Slow to Speak.
slow to speak, puts himself between the children and the hyenas to add another body of protection.
But then it's the hyena's turn. Not in the direction that LooksUp had been pointing, nor in the direction that the torches had been thrown. Out of the darkness, a hyena appears, running in at full speed, and takes a bite at slow to speak. Ooh! And gets a critical hit.
No.
These are cave hyenas. As it dashes in, you get, at least those of you on that side of the fire, get the first good look at it. And the head is coming up to about slow to speak's chest. So it's jumping up and it is biting at his neck.
Gosh.
Oops is gonna yell out and scream and just be like, no. And can she? I know it's not her turn. Like, is there anything she can do? Like, can she run up and hit the thing, get it to go away?
This is actually the kind of situation where you readying an action would be a good thing. Although you specifically, you did specify an action, which is like helping the youngsters. So I think, yeah, your action is used up for this turn. Slow to speak gets that bite right in the neck. And would have been worse, doesn't get him on the jugular, doesn't get him on the spine, but 9 damage is done, and hyena tries to pull him down.
As the hyena attacks me, I make a strength saving throw. 15.
Slow to speak, however, stands tall. Wait.
I push the hyena down.
Shoves the hyena off and drops to his knees, holding his neck in with one hand, spear raised up in the other. While everyone is looking in that direction, another hyena runs in, this time from the almost perfectly opposite side of the circle. Out of the darkness, the glowing eyes appear, and then the full bounding beast leaps in and takes a bite at Waking Bear. Waking Bear, one of the elders of the tribe, not quite as protected, still a proud hunter who remembers his glory days. He sleeps further out than he perhaps should, and the hyena has a clear path to him.
Oh, I'm about to have words with this hyena.
Yeah.
The hyena, however, gets a little too close to SnowShines, and seeing SnowShines, well, how are you reacting, SnowShines?
Well, I think that if I'm in the middle of this, I'm going to try to just take a swing at it if that's possible, or if not, just kind of put myself in between them.
Okay. SnowShines steps in, and the beast makes a half-hearted attempt at a bite, but seeing the glint of the... What do you have, a stone spear?
Oh, no, stick.
You got a stick. All right, there is no glint.
Oh, a stick.
Good.
Seeing the shadow of the stick in motion towards it, the hyena darts back off into the darkness. The hyenas are fast. They seem to be able to get into the firelight close enough to bite at someone and back out again within their turn.
Okay.
Don't like that. Is that it for the hyenas? Oh, I'm sure.
The remaining 12
Owa,
hyenas.
another member of the family, he is from the bear tribe, married to Thule, father of Hop, dashes out after the hyena that just attacked Waking Bear.
Like
He
runs
dashes
out of
into the
firelight?
darkness, and you lose sight of him for a moment. Thule shouts out after him, "Oh no!" But he's gone.
It's a bad idea.
Tree Trunk glances back across the fire and says, "At least he's trying to do something, not just throwing his spear away for nothing."
Is this the time? Right now? Pay attention!
You hear in the darkness the growl of the hyena, of a hyena, and you hear a shout from Oa, but it's not a shout of pain. It sounds like a shout of anger and defense. He reappears a moment later at the edge of the firelight, unharmed. You can take back your coins.
Take back your turn tokens. Your turkeys.
I think we're going back. Wait, who was first? I apologize. It was Tree Trunk. He really did roll best.
I'm going to steal his initiative.
Yeah!
I'm going to use my Vigilant feat. I gain 1 free opportunity to steal initiative every combat. So I want to go up to where Ua is on the edge of the firelight, like near him, but I'm trying to find my spear. I mean, I have my club out in case I encounter a hyena on the way, but I want to go see if I can grab my spear.
Okay, make a quick perception.
That's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you see your spear sticking out of the ground. It would have been a perfect shot, a kill shot, if only there was something there for it to hit.
Can I grab it out of the ground?
Yeah.
Great. But I don't see any I don't encounter a hyena on my way.
No, you don't. You've moved about 15 feet out. You probably got about 15 feet of movement left. And you can take an action if there's one worth taking.
You can ready an action.
And you can ready an
Yeah,
action.
true. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to stay with Ua, like, on the edge of the firelight, where it's, like, a little dim, but, like, we can see all our people and they can see us, I guess. And ready my war club. So if a hyena comes within melee range of me, I would like to attack it with my war club.
Okay.
That's my ready action.
Nice.
And trigger. Back to Tree Trunk. He can have it.
Okay.
You got a 1-up on him. That's what matters.
Yeah.
All right. Tree Trunk copies SnowShines' idea, runs in towards the fire, grabs a burning branch, but carries it with him as he runs towards the outside of the flame. You see the nearest trees lit up by his torch as he moves out, but he sees nothing. Bloody Fang runs out and stands by his side. Thule and Foxfur, left with the 2 children, each holding their own weapons. Foxfur has a small stone axe poised and ready. Thule holding a stone knife in each hand. Shout after them, "What are you doing?" Unfortunately, a hyena is going to steal initiative. And it is going to dart in there in the gap left behind by Tree Trunk and Oa. Oh, Tree Trunk, Bloody Fang, and Oa have all run off. Oh, crap, that's terrible. And one is going to run in and try and nab little 5-summer-old Hop. As a DM, I really don't actually want to kill this 5-year-old.
That's good.
Luckily, the hyena misses. Rolled a 2.
Maybe Hop, like, threw some dirt in its face or something, you know? Like,
Hop. I like that. You know what? We're going with
Hop
that.
knows how to do a little something.
Hop, initially looking around outside of this particular encounter, liking the idea of fighting a hyena. Now terrified, whimpering, but instincts kick in, and he throws a handful of dirt at the hyena. The hyena is temporarily blinded, tries to run back out, but runs straight into Cuckoo. Just full on knocks into Cuckoo, does not do any damage, but Cuckoo, you can go ahead and take an action.
I still have my stone knife with me that I could use because I haven't picked up my wood spear yet. I don't know what happened there when I threw it last, so I would want to use...
Out in the darkness.
Yeah, we'll deal with it later, but stone knife is still with me.
You know what? We're going to call this an opportunity attack, because it bumps into you
Yeah.
and then tries to keep going, but you get to... So you're going to roll a d20 and your d4 for damage.
So 18, plus my 6.
Mm-hmm.
So 24.
Okay.
Not too
No way that
shabby.
doesn't hit. So then this is the damage.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. 2
so
plus
that's
6. 2 plus 4 is 6.
So
6. So how are you
so still
describe?
18.
You're getting that first hit on the hyenas. How are you hitting it?
Because I'm now bumped back to close to the fire, so I'm gonna use a little bit of that
You're gonna throw like coals
ashes.
at it?
Yes, and then try to get it a little more disoriented so I can use my stone knife way more precisely.
We'd specified that you weren't right by the fire.
Well, but it knocked me towards there because
okay, right.
hyena
It's pretty big.
pushed me into like I'm probably the same height as that hyena.
Pushes you back. You
Closer
grab just
to-
a hunk of coal in your bare hand.
and just kind of
Okay, yeah, it hits the
cloud it
hyena
out
full in the
with-
face. Sparks fly. The hyena yelps. You blinded it, and it is desperately trying to run away.
and then I attack it immediately with a knife. Not losing any seconds.
Now we're going to your turn, and you're taking your actual action to swing that knife. So you got to roll again.
And again, 4 and 20.
Oh my gosh, you could not have done better on that.
So yeah, because
All right, you.
I'm.
That's beautiful.
How did you?
Maximum damage and an at 20 has been rolled.
I'm pretty upset at that hyena. I'm really scared for my tribe. A lot is going on there, so I'm very motivated here.
All right,
do
where do you
some
hit it with
damage.
that knife?
So I'm pretty close to its neck. I'm hitting the beast into its throat.
Okay, all right. As it darts away from you, your hand is just like already in motion and just connects right at its neck, and you feel something give as the knife enters its throat,
And it's like,
and hot blood spurts out on your hand, and the hyena takes a couple more steps forward and collapses, dead.
oof.
We eat well tonight.
So then, one beast
He's down.
down.
Who knows how many more to go?
Who knows?
You saw two,
Who
at
knows?
least 2 pairs of
We
eyes.
saw at least 2 pairs of eyes. That's right.
Another hyena runs into the gap now, where Tree Trunk and well, actually no, not Tree Trunk. Bloody Fang and Oa both start to move back in when they see that they have left a big old opening there for that hyena to get in. But a hyena darts in just ahead of them, going for Foxfur, who the grandmother of Hop, mother of Thule. She is standing with her stone axe. She has a hand on Thule, but the hyenas are rolling terribly, so also misses.
I know that they don't use north, south, east, west, but can you give us an idea, like on the circle in general, where
Watering Hole is off to the east. Your little family group, SnowShines, had started out kind of on the northwest side. StandsTall, you'd run across the northern side of the fire. Oa is off on the kind of northeast side. I guess everyone has somewhat migrated off to the east and west sides of the fire. Torches that had been tossed out, they're kind of towards the northwest, a little bit closer to where Tree Trunk and everyone is.
Okay, so if a hyena is running in right now, but will you make sure you let me know if it triggers my attack? Is all. I guess that's kind of also what I'm getting at.
Yes, of
Okay,
course.
thank you. I'm just very excited to hit one of these hyenas.
Having just missed in that attack, however, the hyena that went after Foxfur now tries to run away, and Foxfur gets a little hit. Foxfur's not been actively in the fighting, but Foxfur is a little too slow. Swings that axe down and hits air as the hyena darts away. The sound of the hyena's laughter fills the air around the campfire.
Sounds like there's a bunch more then?
Boo.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you definitely are hearing 3 or 4 voices.
Yeah.
Another hyena darting into the space between the group on the west and the group on the east side of the fire goes again for the large but seemingly not very active Waking Bear. Waking Bear, seeing the hyena come, grabs rock from the ground and flings it at the hyena coming towards him, but it flies wild, and the hyena jumps in, biting him on the arm that threw the rock for 8 damage. He cries out in pain, and the hyena, having gripped a hold of his arm, starts to drag him back out. However, burdened by the grappled human, the hyena is a little slower. Its turn ends while it is still within the light.
I chime in one thing that would have happened on that turn. Actually,
Waking Bear passes initiative to you.
But maybe you have a reaction.
I was interested in the reaction. The reinvigorate skill. I use my reaction to lessen his damage by d6. Being that he's an honored elder and also the father of my wife, I feel like I should be looking out for him a little bit. So we'll roll that, see what happens.
All right, let's say you imitate the hyena's laughter.
Exactly what I was thinking. Try to mimic a call and draw its attention off slightly.
Okay.
But so that's gonna bring it down to 4 damage since I rolled 4.
Okay. All right, as it's going to bite, it has the moments of distraction as it glances up at you. Not quite as good a grip. It struggles as it pulls him away.
I'm charging at that hyena. Just gonna take a 2-handed swing with my staff here and try to crack it right in the back of the head. Open up those jaws. That is going to be a 13.
Hits.
Hits. And so for damage, that's gonna be 9 damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Nasty.
You hit it in the shoulder. You see one of its front legs kind of go slightly limp. It's scrambling at the ground, kicking up dirt as it tries to pull away. That's actually quite a bit of damage. I don't think I can justify it. Still holding on. It lets go.
It's a good bonk.
Waking Bear dragged halfway out. He's in the dim light now at the edge of the firelight. But the hyena leaves a trail of blood as it continues to pull itself out and away.
I think I'm gonna scream at it as it tries to limp back into the darkness.
Another hyena comes in from the side. SnowShines has moved out and away. StandsTall is off standing with the others. LooksUp, Cuckoo, and Oops are now their own little group with near Ember and Little Fire. But it's LooksUp looking down and a bit afraid that the hyena runs in for, but misses.
Just barely. Just kind
You've
of,
already got one hole in.
yeah, the one on my cheek is still like patched with a bit of leaf and stuff. I don't need more holes in me. Does it try to run away?
Yes, it does.
Can I try to stab it?
Yes, you can.
I'm gonna use my
Probably should.
bone dagger.
Bone dagger.
Oh, ow, my dice are sharp. That is 19 to hit, and
Okay.
deals 5 damage, as I just get a good in as it runs away.
Okay. Just in and out with that bone dagger.
Mhm.
Another hyena yelps and runs out into the dark. There is no more motion from the hyenas except for the ones still trying to scramble out and away from you. I think there's 2 of them now injured, one lying dead.
The only kid near me, is it Ember?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to try and merge the groups near the fire so that we can act as a better defense, because right now we keep getting bitten. So I want to try and coordinate that while also shouting out to all of the fighters who have run into the darkness and left us here. I'm going to say, pull back, defend, they are stronger in the dark. And I'm going to try to get everyone together so that, you know, Hop doesn't have to throw more dirt in anyone's eyes. And then I'm just going to ready, because apparently I'm part of the front defensive line of the children. So I'm just going to get a ready action for if another, I almost said werewolf, hyena comes in to try and steal a baby or an old person or something.
All right, so you pull Ember around towards where Hop and Tiptoe are.
And I shout that thing out to all of the fighters. It's like, nope, pull back, pull back.
That little group of the people from the hyena tribe. Have we talked about that? Tree Trunk and Bloody Fang are both from the hyena tribe. It's not stopping them from trying to attack the hyenas, but yeah, they're coming back.
I'm gonna pass it to Oops.
Okay.
Yay. Okay, so the hyena that bit my dad was one of the ones that started to run away, right?
No, yeah, that hyena bit and ran.
Get that bastard!
Bit and ran. What a coward. Okay, well, Oops is going to immediately run over to, so to speak, and he's still standing, right? He's not unconscious or anything.
I'm up. I'm on my knees. I'm holding my neck with one hand.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of kneel down in front of him, probably take any kind of cloth that she has, tear off some of her clothing, just anything, and she's gonna bring it up to his neck to staunch the bleeding, and she's just gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I just took the flame. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You're gonna be okay."
Okay, why don't you roll a medicine check?
I'm half conscious
That would be
of
wisdom.
what's happening.
That's gonna be a 17.
You quickly wrap his neck and the bleeding stops.
Better. I can stand.
Okay, great. She's gonna stick by his side and
Take
just
take
kind of
my weight.
take a step in front of him a little bit to shield him in case hyena comes back.
Can I shout for them to get over towards the defensive group? Am I allowed?
You can shout whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go, Oops, come over here. We can help. I can heal him once we're done with this.
Listen to her.
Oops looks over at you, like kind of fear in her eyes, and she just kind of like shakes her head and then looks at, so to speak, looks back at you and shakes her head again.
Go to LooksUp.
LooksUp doesn't have words.
I step away, leaning on my weapon. There may be more hyenas. Must keep the children safe.
Right, you can take back your initiative coins. I think that is everyone now.
Man, I didn't get to hit a hyena.
There still may be more chances.
Always next round.
Oh yeah, there will. Watching Owl rushes out the several feet to where Waking Bear has been dragged and shouts to SnowShines, who is the closest ready fighter, for help, as she just grabs Waking Bear by the legs and just starts pulling him back herself.
Oh yeah, I'll take the other leg. That was going to be my plan for this turn as well. So.
Okay, all right. She passes initiative to you. You both pull poor Waking Bear back. Between the two of you, you can pull him back fully into the fire. Not into the
Well,
Be careful as you're backing up. Fire itself is dangerous.
Time to find a new revered elder.
So if we've got him brought into the little protective core we've built, I think I'll just put myself on the outside of that with LooksUp and ready in action there. Let's give Oops another go here.
Thank you. Okay, so Oops is gonna, remain by, so to speak, side. She's gonna look around. Can she sense any more hyenas around, or like, is there any sign of any more of them?
Roll perception.
Ooh, that is not good.
Reaction. I'm also giving an eye out, so you can have advantage. Since it seems like you're deciding to stay out there, the least I can do is shout intel. So I'm at least going, looks like movement over there, over towards your right, or whatever our equivalent is. So I'm giving advantage with my abilities here by way of just trying to give intel, even though she's not listening to me. But yeah,
Okay.
Which I need you to know is reflected in my dice rolls. I rolled a 2, and then with your advantage, because I'm only slightly listening to you, then I rolled an 8, which brings me up to 11.
You don't see anything out in the darkness, but you do see there is a blood trail near you, and you can see where it is leading. So not super helpful, but you know where the hyena was last, and there's the potential that you could follow that blood trail with a bit of light.
I'm torn between what Oops would do. She thinks she's a danger, so she's gonna break off and disentangle from the group and step away from her dad, keep him safe, and follow the blood trail.
you're giving LooksUp an aneurysm. They're about to discover what aneurysms are.
Yep.
Whoops.
Okay, how far are you going out, like, into the darkness?
Yeah, she's probably just gonna go towards the darkness. I don't know if she would be fully immersed in it quite yet, because she didn't grab a light source. So yeah, she's gonna make her way towards it.
Can I go now? I know that's not how it works. I just
Just ask.
No, I mean, that's part of the dynamic initiative, is that you can be like, oh, I can do this, and then
Yeah.
they can pass it to you.
Alright, it's your turn.
Right,
John.
because I didn't harm anybody, so I'm gonna pass it to you, StandsTall.
I do think I'm like opposite of Oops on the circle, and I don't think I would have seen her, but I am gonna kick myself a little bit and head back in, hearing LooksUp yell like, "Pull back!" I'm gonna run towards the little core.
Okay, most of the group is now kind of gathered on, like, towards the southeast edge. However, Waking Bear and Watching Owl and SnowShines are all kind of on the north side. It seems like, Little Fire, of course, followed Emperor over to the other side,
Yeah, I'm going towards the group with LooksUp and the kids.
just readying in action to...
Yeah, unless somebody tells me that Oops is gone.
Okay.
In which case I would go out.
Can Little Fire take your initiative?
Yeah.
Little Fire is going to step back for just a moment from her tight grip on Ember and grab another burning stick out of the fire and toss it out in the direction that the last leading hyena had run. Everyone go ahead and roll perspective real quick. Perspective. Roll perception. Everyone roll perception.
Pessimistic. Not one. I am just...
Oh my gosh.
I'm just having a bad time.
Yeah.
Got a cool 11.
You think you're having a bad time, friend.
I'd be having a less bad time if someone wasn't running into the dark without fire.
You let me know, I'll go
Also
after.
reflected in my dice roll, which was another 2.
Cuckoo, having been the only one to roll decently of all of you, including the NPCs, catches a glimpse, a little bit of hyena fur as it darts just at the edge of the firelight around towards that northern edge.
And I was still near the fire, so I'm gonna grab another fire stick to throw that way to kind of light up. The fire stick provides a tiny bit of glimpse of light, so that folks can, my other tribe members can see.
Another little area of light outside of that immediate fire area. Your fire itself, though, is looking a little sad. You've grabbed like several of the
used
sticks that were keeping it burning. And
LooksUp is so stressed.
Am I the first one to have all thought,
Maybe.
did I just figure this out?
Owa sees you throw that out there and turns back in that direction, and seeing the kind of gap over on that side, runs straight across in front of Waking Bear and Watching Owl and SnowShines, and Rolled a 3. I'm going to say that actually means that Oa trips on something in the darkness, and you just see him fall into that area of light. A hyena attacks Oa, and it's him for 7 damage to poor Oa over there.
Sorry, Emma. You're not getting a reaction for this one.
Nope.
You're no waking bear.
Tree Trunk is seeing that other people have gathered around that area that he'd just been heading back to. He wants to be in the fight. He runs out after Oa. And also doesn't see anything. Didn't roll so badly, doesn't fall down. But sees nothing, is now over there on the other side. Cuckoo, have you maneuvered towards where that big group is?
I had to fend for myself for way too long without anyone, so I'm probably opposite of Oa.
Tree Trunk grabs Bloody Fang, and the two of them run over there in the direction of Oa as well. Dear audience, the look on Jonathan, aka LooksUp's face is priceless.
He's like the Three Stooges out here on the edge of the firelight.
But that's where the remaining hyena that still has a lot of charge and that beast is still hanging around, so...
Wouldn't be if we were all gathered into one defensive area, which would force it to come towards us.
Okay, everyone can take your action token
No?
back. I
Wait, she hasn't gone yet.
think. Dagnabbit. All right, what's she gonna do?
Okay, so who the hell is still playing Darkness Time?
All 3 of those dudes.
Tree Trunks, Oha, and
Bloody Fang.
Bloody Fang. Yep.
They're on the edge, right? I mean,
So are they all on their feet?
Oa had fallen down and is not yet up on his feet now.
So there's this vein bulging in LooksUp's forehead. It may be the first time in human history that this vein has bulged that big. As she just sees these jackass old men keep chasing glory instead of protecting the tribe like warriors are supposed to do. And this is not a mechanical thing. I want to try and yell at them into getting their stuff together and getting over here now.
That is a mechanical thing. Just roll persuasion.
Oh, okay. So I am going to start with just a roaring yell to get their attention, and then stop playing hero. You're old. Come here and defend the tribe.
Okay, you're gonna have to beat
That's a nat 20.
that does it then.
plus what?
+3.
That's great. Awesome.
I am browbeating Tree Trunk and Oha and Bloody Fang for being self-important old men instead of worrying about the tribe. Help Oha up, of course, but get your...
One dead 5-year-olds.
No! Unless you do, in which case, please let us know right now.
Thule, Talon, and Foxfur all holler, "Listen to her! Get back here!" And you see all 3 of them as Oa is pulling himself to his feet. They all look back and they realize that they have left other people to defend their little families.
I shout, "Rock Brain!" at Tree Trunk.
Tree Trunk can stay out.
If he wasn't such a good warrior, I wouldn't have included him in this statement.
StandsTall gives you a little look. Like, he knows you're right, but he's like, that's not helping.
I look back and just do a big shrug, like, what am I supposed to do?
All right, take back your coins.
Another turn where I didn't hit a hyena.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I got to harass Tree Trunk. I feel pretty good.
What's the opposite of retroactively?
Proactively.
Tree Trunk proactively passes initiative to the 2 who are standing right near them, and all of them use their turn to just run straight back across to where all of you are.
Welcome back to the tribe.
That's what a 23 gets you.
However, in doing so, they do not pass off their initiative because they're still not really thinking like full big picture. So 2 hyenas run right in like the little bit of chaos as they all run past. And again, they bite at Waking Bear. They have pack tactics. They get advantage now. One of them bites into poor Waking Bear's shoulder. The other takes a chomp right at his skull, and you hear a sickening crunch.
Oh boy.
Your audience, if you know anything about anthropology, one way that we know hyenas did feed on humans is that we have found skulls with distinctive teeth marks in them from hyenas. And hyenas have a skull-crushing, a bone-crushing bite. Watching Owl cries out, and you hear in her voice a note of both fear and anger, but underlying that, despair. She knows that Waking Bear will not survive that attack. The two hyenas start to drag him out into the darkness. Watching Owl picks up the last big stick, kind of with an edge sticking out of the fire. She picks it up and she herself runs after those hyenas, and she doesn't even swing it. She just shoves it right at their hind sides, the one that's closer to her.
Can I run after him?
You hear the hyena. You hear one of the hyenas yelp as she hits it, burns its bum. But it's a futile effort. The damage is done. All right, they are passing initiative. One more hyena comes running in from the side. You, SnowShines, you in particular, see that it is bleeding. It's one of the ones who had been injured earlier. But it takes that hit at her for 7 damage.
I want to hit them.
You're gonna chase them?
Yeah, well, I mean, as long as they're still in like the light or whatever, like I'm not going too far out.
They're
but
pulling them out. The two of them together can pull them pretty quickly. Unfortunately, watching Owl's torch to the butt doesn't really slow them down.
But the one that just attacked watching Owl is still in, right?
Yeah.
I run up and I swing my war club, and I'm angry.
LooksUp almost says something as you run out, but is like, I couldn't stop him if I tried.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I got a 15 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay.
7 damage with my war club.
Okay.
You said that last one was the wounded one too, right?
Mm-hmm. You feel and hear its legs snap as you whack it across the back. It's maybe even not its leg, maybe its pelvis. Its hind end kind of collapses, and it continues to try and pull itself away, scrabbling at the ground, but it looks real bad.
I don't know what the angle is like here. A feat that I have is called aggressive, and if I have a successful attack, I can attempt to shove as a bonus action a creature.
Yeah?
Can I try to shove this thing into the fire?
It doesn't have to be, into the fire?
Well, that's what I was wondering about angles. I don't want to just shove it. I'm not going to hurt it anymore, but if I shove it into the fire, that might hurt it more.
It's a little, it sounds cool.
But the angles are bad.
It sounds cool.
So we'll do it.
Yeah.
I don't know how the shove mechanic works. Like, I can attempt.
You know
Do we
what?
do
You can
contested strength?
yank as well as shove.
Grand.
I'm going to say that.
We love.
Because the fire is like behind you at this point. What attempt to shove means is basically they have a chance to resist your shove.
Right.
Or in this case, yank.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and say, I guess I could roll with disadvantage.
Oh, yeah, because your legs are broken.
It's pretty fox-bitten up.
Mm-hmm.
You successfully, you are grabbing it and you are just yanking it, and I'm just for dramatic effect, you are pulling it like into the air over your tall head. And it slams down in the center of what is left of the fire. Sparks shoot out in all directions. There's a combined cry of several of the people closer to the fire as sparks hit them, not causing any serious damage, but kind of freaky. And the fire goes out, but the hyena stops moving.
Yes.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yes.
I got to hit one.
StandsTall, you did
More
it.
than. You did a
You
wrestling
did
move
it.
into the fire with it.
How spectacular.
meantime-
Yeah, that's right.
Waking Bear has disappeared into the darkness. what's left of him.
Well,
Watching Owl continues to brandish her torch, but she stops before she leaves the area immediately around all of you. Because unlike some people, she is actually thinking about the bigger picture, and she steps back. Tree Trunk whips around, sees what has happened, and runs after them, but comes back a moment later. There is now only glowing embers around, but there's enough scattered bits of burning wood that you can dimly see him walk back in, his head down, admitted defeat.
I'm just glaring at him. I'm not saying anything. I don't even know if he notices. He just proved so many things for me.
we do need to resolve what happened to Oops when Oops ran off into the dark, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
You hear these cries behind you. Are you just taking off like full hilt run?
No, she wouldn't do that. She's not that stupid. So she probably would start heading into the darkness, but then once she hears LooksUp biting off the heads of all the older folks and the sparks flying and the fireworks, she'll probably turn and kind of shake her head a little bit, shaking herself out of it, and then she'll come back. But like go immediately to Slow to Speak's side and trying to avoid everybody else's gaze and attention and just generally trying to be invisible.
Slow to Speak croaks something at you, but the wound to his throat has made it difficult for him to speak.
Yeah, don't try to talk. It's fine. It's just you're safe and we're good and look, they did an excellent job. StandsTall did great, didn't he?
Greets Dawn, who's been still and quiet this whole time, but always staying close to the children and to Thule. She has her hand on little Hop's shoulder, and she pulls him close, and she says, "Come, build the fire back up. The crows must come together. We'll get through the night." Watching Owl chimes in. "Yes, get through the night, and then we can seek out where these hyenas came from. Find Waking Bear. Mourn him." And Tree Trunk says, "And kill those hyenas. Find where they came from. Find their cave. Rip them to pieces." Talon, pulling Goodroot and Tiptoe into her arms, turns to Tree Trunk and, in the dim light of the remaining fires, glares at him and says, "Shut up over there."
Jump. Jump.
Tales of Fire and Stone, available on a podcast app near you. Find out more at crowspath.org/stonepod. This podcast was recorded at Media Factory in Burlington, Vermont, with the support of Born from Ice, Tabletop EDU, and Crow's Path, whose mission is to connect people of all ages to wildness. The music you heard was the dark Viking rhythms of Danheim and the primal Siberian band Otuken. Yeah, okay, rolling initiative does make sense. So we are all going to roll initiative, and I'm going to roll for some
You know
NPCs
better
here.
than that. Let Ian tell you what to do.
Sorry. Because we're gonna
No, you're absolutely
But
right.
we're all just excited to fight. I know. We want to fight.
I'm just picturing like the hyenas sitting around just out of the firelight right now, like in foldable chairs, having a cigarette break, getting ready before, acting, a nice union thing. And, I've been taking a lot of jobs lately. This one, I feel really good about it,
Ever since the Lion King, there's just not been a lot of work for us.
Next time we all play the hyenas who are like deciding about how they're gonna like attack, you know?
Yeah.
We get their conversation about what they're gonna do.
Now that one looks extra meaty, but I think that means they're gonna hit me harder. Now if I
Yeah.
go for one of those kids, it'll be easier.
But not as not as protein.
What's funniest to do?
They've disappeared into the darkness. There is a chance to go after them.
Oh, I was kind of thinking that was a dramatic end.
You know what that is? A
I was
dramatic
like,
end.
hell yeah,
all right.
sparks
They've just
fly. Like
Yeah.
the other ones have taken Waking Bear. Like they're gonna go feast on him.
forget.
I'm like,
All
We'll
right, forget
feast on
that
two of their
part.
buddies.
Editing that out.
I don't know. Don't you think?
So yes, watching owl.
So